There's been a big rise in the number of cases of scabies in the UK, with universities and care homes the worst affected. GPs have told the BBC that they are seeing record numbers of the highly infectious skin condition, particularly in the north of England. They say numbers are likely to be much higher because many are too embarrassed to talk publicly about it, including the students in this report by our health correspondent Sharon Barber.
Student life can be legendary, but something's getting under their skin.
A lot of people suddenly had scabies out of nowhere. And I think because of how contagious it seems to be, a lot more people could have had it than we know about.
Scabies outbreaks are happening in universities across the country. Dave, not his real name, didn't know what the spots were on his wrist, but they were spreading.
One of my housemates came out to the house that she had scabies at the time as well. So then I was like, okay, so do I. It's like tiny red dots along your wrist or like go in between your fingers.
Scabies is caused by a little mite, which is basically a little parasite. It burrows under your skin and then it lays eggs.
NHS England said the number of cases being diagnosed in hospitals has gone up by 73% since last year.
It can be really nasty. Potentially, you could get a bacterial skin infection on top of that, which obviously any skin infection could eventually lead to sepsis. But it is then really difficult to treat if you've got a really large area of the body covered in it.
Scabies spreads through physical contact, bedding and clothes. Symptoms include small red spots and intense itching. It's not usually serious, but everyone that gets it needs to wash their bedding and clothing and get treatment at the same time from the pharmacy.
Because no one spoke about it, I feel like it was quite taboo.
You went home. What happened?
Yeah, I gave it to a couple of family members because I didn't realise I had it, using like hand towels in bathrooms or tea towels, and it's so easy to transfer. I think it's much more of an issue than people realise, because I think people feel embarrassed, they don't say anything and struggle with it on their own, which then leads to more people getting it.
There are now calls for the government to launch a public awareness campaign and to make sure there's enough medicines to treat it. Sharon Barber, BBC News.